Hello, my name is Thomas Marchant, and I'd like to present a proposal from Children's Hospital Los Angeles on sports medicine and certified athletic trainers. Wanted to start with just a little bit about myself. This is my LinkedIn profile, but there is no connection to Children's Hospital and myself other than they specialize in young adult injuries, and I am a hockey dad. In fact, here's 3 reasons why I find myself extremely interested in their sports medicine program. I have a varsity cheerleader and 2 young hockey players. Some of the stats along the top of the slide refer to the fact that up to 3.8 million sports and recreation related head injuries occur each year in the United States. Youth are more at risk for concussion, and their recovery times compared to adults, 7 to 10 days. Children and adolescents will go 3 to 4 weeks in recovery. Almost 500,000 kids are treated in an emergency department each year for traumatic brain injury, including concussion. And if you're counting them up, that's more than 5,000 school buses filled to capacity. 50% of those injuries are due to falls. So Children's Hospital has a rather robust sports medicine program. It's one where the orthopedic conditions that can impair young athletes are focused on. They offer full complement of services, including pre-participation physical exams, concussion care, and both non-surgical and surgical care of all the types of injuries that our youth athletes may sustain. Their sports medicine program provides a comprehensive team of uniquely trained physicians equipped with experience in the treatment of complex sports-related injuries. They have a motion and sports analysis lab. It's ranked number 6th in the nation for pediatric orthopedics, according to the U.S. News and World Report. Annually, the Children's Orthopedic Center performs more than 2,000 surgeries, sees more than 27,000 patients, is the physician to the LA Galaxy Major League Soccer team, and with their 10-camera motion capture system, they have the only pediatric motion analysis lab in Southern California. What that gives us is the ability to care for our athletes similar to the way reserved, elite, professional care was given to professional athletes. Additionally, analysis can help provide a quantitative measure to determine an athlete's readiness to come back to the ice or the cheerleading squad, the sport in which they found themselves injured. Dr. Tracy Zaslow oversees the program at Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, and I was able to speak with her in conference. She is a board-certified pediatric fellowship trained with board certification in sports medicine. Dr. Zaslow is the team physician for the LA Galaxy soccer team, and she understands the goals and challenges faced by young athletes because, like her patients, she grew up playing sports. In fact, she still plays several of them. The sports medicine program at Children's treats these commonly found sports medicine injuries. And as you can see, it's a significant list. Their services include another rather significant list. The one that we're focused in on today is certified athletic trainers and the athletic training program that Children's offers. What is athletic training? Athletic training, which is regulated nationally by the Athletic Trainers Association, encompasses the prevention, examination, diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of emergent, acute, or chronic injuries and medical conditions. That education currently has a minimum entry point into the profession with a bachelor's degree. However, you'll find that more than 70% of these trainers hold a master's degree and are then board certified. They're educated to provide comprehensive patient care in the following 5 domains of clinical practice: prevention, clinical evaluation and diagnosis, immediate and emergency care, treatment and rehabilitation, and the organization and professional health and well-being. The 2 areas that these students, these sports athletic trainers, once qualified, must focus on, there's over a dozen of them, but the ones that jump out to us: prevention and health promotion, and then of course acute care of injury and illness. They must remain continuously educated and update their educational training, staying on the cutting edge in the field of athletic training and mastering any new athletic training related skills and techniques. So, going back to the commonly treated sports medicine injuries, you can look this up on their website. It's an exhaustive list, one of which includes concussions. Children's has a sports concussion clinic, and it's at that clinic where, as part of their athletic trainer program, we would receive same day or next day medical appointments to evaluate our athlete soon after a suspected concussion, which they would be able to assist us in determining whether it was false or actual. About the sports concussion clinic, Dr. Zaslow is quoted as saying that the comprehensive sports concussion team provides immediate access to state-of-the-art care, making Children's Hospital Los Angeles the sports medicine home for student athletes. That sports concussion clinic can become very helpful in answering questions for all of us as parents regarding what is a concussion, how do you know if your athlete has sustained one, how do we treat them today versus in years past. Do you need to wake up your athlete in the middle of the night to see if they truly have suffered from a concussion? When can our athletes return after a concussion? And what happens if they go back too soon? The Sports Concussion Clinic is part of the sports medicine program, providing a comprehensive team of uniquely trained physicians equipped with the experience in the treatment of complex sports-related injuries. Now, this is about a 5-minute video on a West Ranch High School hockey player who suffered a concussion and using Children's Hospital to assist him and his family through that injury and back to school and back to the ice. I'm going to leave you with the opportunity to Google this. It's on YouTube. It's also on the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles website. Very good video, kind of walking you through the steps that this young man went through to understand what had occurred and how to make sense out of it. So the questions, as I see them, are pretty simple. How much? How often? And how long? Or I'm going to tweak this one just so slightly to how long or how far. The how much, $140 a game, which includes 2.5 hours of care. So there's pre-game care, which comes in many different forms, especially if any of the athletes have been injured prior to or are nursing injuries, playing with or without. Then there's the actual game, followed by any post-care that is necessary or involved. How often? Every game. For how long? The regular season is what the proposal that Children's has provided to us, and that regular season including 65 miles round trip. So $140 a game gets us that sports athletic trainer. We have roughly 16 games in a season, assuming you're watching this before the season begins, and that totals $2,240 for the season. So we take that $2,240, divide it by the number of games, divide that by the number of families on the team, and in this example, a team with 15 players, we'd be looking at $149.34 per player for the season. In 16 games, that breaks down to about $9.34. Second example, slightly larger team, 18 players. You divide that total cost, you get $124.45, which is $7.78 per player per game. So there's two examples, ranging from a 15-player team to an 18-player team. Here are a couple of links that I found very helpful in building this presentation. And so once again, my attempt is to introduce, as a hockey dad, from one hockey dad to other hockey parents, a proposal by Children's Hospital Los Angeles to have one of their certified sports athletic trainers working under the umbrella of their sports medicine program at each of our hockey games. I appreciate your attention.